Kena Upanishad. Kena Upanishad is called so because it starts with the word Kena. It is a relatively small Upanishad. This Upanishad is also in the form of a dialogue between a teacher and student, but their names are not mentioned. The student approaches the teacher and asks, "What is the principle that enlivens the body?" The question reveals the sophistication of the student. He already knows that every human being is made up of a body and set of organs, which are all inanimate matter. He understands that there is another invisible factor that is lending consciousness to the body. The teacher responds cryptically, "It is the ear of the ear, the mind of the mind, the speech of the speech, the life of the life, the eye of the eye." What the teacher means by that is consciousness. Consciousness alone enlivens every sense organ and enables every organ to function. Consciousness makes the ear hear, the mind think, the mouth speak, the life alive, and the eye see. Without consciousness, no sense organ can function. So the Upanishad says that it is the ear of the ear. Consciousness is different from the ear, but it pervades and enlivens the ear and enables the ear to hear, and so on. What is the nature of this consciousness? Consciousness is different from the body, but at the same time it is intimately associated with the body, yet it is not detectable by the senses. How do we know this consciousness? The Upanishad says, "There the eye does not go, nor speech, nor mind. We do not know that. We do not understand how it can be taught. It is distinct from the known, and also it is beyond the unknown. That which speech does not illumine, but which illumines speech. That which cannot be thought by mind, but by which they say mind is able to think. That which is not seen by the eye, but by which the eye is able to see." What this implies is that Brahman is different than every object, so it cannot be perceived as an object. It is distinct from the known and beyond the unknown, so it is neither known nor unknown. There is only one thing that satisfies all these definitions: the subject consciousness. I, the witness principle, am that Brahman. Having given this definition, the teacher wants to make sure the student understands. The question, "Do you know Brahman?" cannot be answered correctly. If I answer yes, I am implying that Brahman is an object, which is incorrect. If I answer no, that is not correct either, since I am Brahman. The only correct response is, "I am Brahman." This leads to this strange response from the student. "I do not think I know it well, nor do I think that I do not know it. He among us who knows it truly knows what is meant by I know, and also what is meant by I know it not." The teacher confirms this understanding. He who thinks he knows it not, knows it. He who thinks he knows it not. The true knowers think they can never know it, while the ignorant think they know it. The teacher concludes by saying that Brahman verily is consciousness itself in every state. It, Brahman, is known when it is known in every state of mind. The Upanishad then relates a story to symbolically present the nature of Brahman. The Devas win a victory in a war against the Asuras. In their vanity, they become proud and claim this victory as their own, and forget that it is only made possible by the grace of God. God wants to teach the Devas a lesson and appears before them in a brilliant flash of light as a Yaksha, a heavenly being. The Devas send the fire god Agni to find out who this is. Before Agni could ask any questions, the Yaksha asks Agni, "Who are you?" The proud Agni says, "I am the famous fire god Agni." The Yaksha challenges Agni to burn a single blade of grass. Agni fails miserably, and truly humbled, he returns to the Devas. The Devas then send the wind god Vayu. The Yaksha challenges Vayu to blow away the same blade of grass. Vayu tries but fails. Utterly humiliated, Vayu also returns. Then the lord of the Devas, Indra, goes to the Yaksha. Before Indra could reach him, the Yaksha disappears. Indra is smart enough to understand that there is a larger power at work, so he prays to the Lord. Uma Devi, Shiva's consort, appears before Indra and explains that the Yaksha is Brahman who makes everything possible. Through this story, the Upanishad conveys some important values. Be humble. Pride is an obstacle to any knowledge. The Yaksha could not be known to the Devas by themselves, but only through Uma Devi. Similarly, Brahman can only be learnt through a guru. The Upanishad then prescribes some sadhanas and details their benefits. 4 types of meditation are listed. Karma Yoga and values like sensory discipline, austere life, satyam, truthfulness are highlighted. Moksha is said to be the benefit of such sadhana.